as most of you are aware, I am the best reviewer on this content platform in both YouTube and Twitch. I haven't gotten a single card wrong. And this is a very important occasion because today we're reviewing the warrior cards. Now, chat, what does the warrior like to do? The warrior likes to tank up, which is something that Hunter doesn't often do. So let me look at this shit. 6 mana 4/6 Ranger Gilly, Warrior Taurus. At the end of your turn, get a 2/3 Crocless. Death Rattle, give all minions in your hand +2/+3. The reason why this is important is because that means the Hunter can use all the warrior cards this expansion only, except for the Taurus. This card's dog. I'm gonna be real. I don't know why you're playing this card in your life, but the real question is the warrior card's legitimately worth it? So let's go take a peek to the warrior class. Cup o' Muscle. Yeah, I actually had a protein shake earlier. That's what this was. 1 mana. Give a minion in your hand +1 or +2/+1. And you get to do this 3 times. 1 mana. Okay, what 3 chat, be honest with me. 3 mana, they're all spells. +6/+3 on a minion. Wait, give a minion in your hand? Is it random or do you get to pick? Because if it says give a minion, it's almost like you get to pick the minion instead of a random. I'm a little confused here. Do you get to pick the minion? Why would they not write random? They've always written random. It's random? Why not write random? Why not just add the word? What's the problem? Implied random. I don't know, bro. There's a lot of words in here that have random. Anyways, 3 mana to give a random minion +2/+1. It's probably like okay. Does Hunter want this? Hunter, I don't think really cares, unless you're going for like the King plush Wombo combo. But like at that point, like you're just gonna play Ranger Gilly regardless. So like, who really cares about this? I don't know. Not that great. It's okay. Char, 4 mana, deal 4 damage to a minion. Give a minion in your hand stats equal to the excess damage. Dude, what? Why are we going with hand buff package on Warrior though? What's like? Does Warrior got nothing better to do? Like the thing is about Warrior is like you're comparing this to Reno and you're comparing this to Odin. Like, am I really gonna be like, damn, dude, I really want to play Char Warrior today? That's gonna really get my fucking shit going. Like, I don't think so. I don't believe so. So dealing 7 damage to a minion, I don't know, man. Like, I guess like in theory this could be really good because if you hit a 1 health minion, you get a 6/6 of stats on a minion in your hand. That's kind of sick. I guess that's kind of cool, but it's not like, again, it's random. Like you don't know what minion you're gonna buff on. Maybe you get like a good taunt or something. Is this good in Hunter? The thing about Hunter is you can get Huffer in your hand, and I don't know how good Hunt or like that really is. I'm not optimistic on this. I don't know. 4 mana deal 7 damage to a minion. Like I feel like Hunter can do better, and I feel like Warrior can do better, unless there's like some really good minions to hand buff. So we'll continue down the road here. Line Cook, 3 mana 2/4. Tradable. Taunt, when you draw this, get a copy of it. Very flavorful. Very, very flavorful. I actually love this. Very flavorful. The thing is that this probably isn't great. The most important thing here, by the way, chat, is like if you trade a minion and it has stats, you actually get to keep the stats because you trade it. You don't shuffle it. It's weird. Like it keeps the stats, but you get a 2/4 in your hand. Or you get 2 2/4s in your hand when you draw this, unless it's your mulligan, and then you constantly get to make bigger dudes. I mean, in Disneyland, I'm pretty sure they make some pretty good food with these line cooks, but I think this is bad. Like, when is this card playable? Is it playable as a 5/6? Probably not. Like, you're gonna have to go through like, I mean, most minions are gonna be playable if you buff them that much. So I'd rather just have a better minion than constantly trading, right? So like, I don't know. Like if you maybe want to really go into this, sure, but I'm not really feeling it. I feel like there's better cards. What else we got here? Does Hunter want this? Sorry. All you can eat. 3 mana, draw 3 minions of different minion types. Okay, hold on. Now we're kind of cooking here. Hold on. 3 mana to draw 3 minion types. So 3 mana to draw 3. That seems very good. Good in Hunter. Good in Warrior. I mean, every class might want this, to be honest. This is just a good card. I'd pay 3 mana to draw 3 minions. That seems amazing. Wait, this is kind of good, no? How is this not good? And what, like, I'm trying to trick myself into thinking that it's not good, but it's probably very playable, no? Seems very good. I love the themes of each of the classes. Paladins is a beach, priest is a spawn, warrior invites you to a cookout. Yeah, but did they cook? That's the thing. You want to be invited to a cookout if the food sucks? I don't know, man. It's alright. Good card, I guess. It's definitely very, like, if your deck has more than 3 tribes in it, even at 2 tribes, like, you're definitely not against it. It's probably okay. But it's fine. Undercooked Calamari. 4 mana, 3/4 battle card. Destroy an enemy minion with attack less than or equal to this minion's. Okay, so like that's the trade-off here, right? Like if you cup a muscle it or you char it, it becomes better so it can eat something else. And it's a beast. So it seems like you want to like all you can eat and then consistently draw it. How much stats do you really want to play this for? Like, even at 4 mana, 3/4, it doesn't feel like the worst thing in the world. 4 mana, like you can kill a mantle with this, right? With less than or equal to this minion. Yeah, you can kill a mantle with this, like just on its own. Like you don't even need another minion. But then like you can even do better. Like 5 seems good, 6 seems good, 7 seems good. Like obviously it just gets better and better the more you go. And then you also have a minion to follow up. Like not Scales of Onyxia. There's a card from Alterac Valley that is, what was it called? Onyxian Drake, I think it was, and it did damage equal to your like armor, and that was pretty decent. But I don't know. All you can eat Ziliax, Numicon, Plush in hand. So you're thinking it's better in Hunter? Yeah, that's probably the case. I'm not really spicing. This card is whatever to me. I don't know. Moonstrosity? How do you pronounce it? I think this is a type of cheese, right? We're not gonna put some cheesy joke here, but we. Oh my god! Okay, I don't even want to read that anymore. 9 mana, 6/9. Taunt. At the end of your turn, summon an elemental with stats equal to this minion's. It's an elemental. It's a cheese elemental. Munster cheese. 6/9. Am I right, guys? So you play this. The turn immediately you play this, you get 2 6/9s. That's fucking hot. And one has taunt, and then you have to answer this immediately. And this is pretty overwhelming. Wait a minute. You could put this in a sandwich, right? Because we saw this card earlier. So you play the Rye Cleaver. You get your first slice of bread. And then you play this, which is all you can eat. And then you put the cheese in there. And then you swing again and you're summoning. Oh, that could be pretty good. That could be that. I mean, it's not bad. Like I guess if you buff it too, it's pretty nice, right? I mean, the sandwich card seems very strong. So like maybe I could see it. Food fight. 3 mana, summon a 0/6 entree for your opponent. When it dies, summon a minion from your deck. And this is what the entree is. 3 mana, 0/6. Death rattle your opponent summons a minion from their deck. Interesting. 3 mana to have a minion on board that you can kill to recruit a minion from your deck. So if you summon the cheese monster, it's pretty good. How do you guys find this card? Like, I actually think this card is really good. Like, I actually think, like, low-key, this card's pretty nuts. Like, it's 3 mana to, like, kind of recruit your like, big minions early. It's actually, like, really interesting in Hunter, too. It's very interesting. I feel like it has potential. I'm just not sure how good this will truly be because it's very slow, but sometimes in Warrior, you don't care because you have armor and stuff. I guess it really depends on like how much you think recruiting would matter. Cause like you could leave it, like the cool thing about this card is like you could leave it on the board and then like you could brawl it later or you sanitize it later. And then not only do you clear the board, but you summon something off the rip. And then it's definitely not bad. I just don't know if it's actually good. Like the game might just be too fast for this, unfortunately. And I guess like you also give like a minion the buff. Draconic Delicacy. 8 mana, 6/6. Rush, elusive. Can only take 1 damage at a time. Holy fuck. Yo, arena with warriors gonna have to go crazy. This is gonna be so annoying. Can only take 1 damage at a time is actually asked to play against. Yo, this is disgusting. I'm gonna be real in arena. Ping me other Discord. Remind me after I'm done this. It's good if you sandwich it. It's good if you buff it. Like, I guess Priest is gonna be cooking because Priest has a mantle, and like that's gonna be so frustrating to play against. This card's gonna get nerfed, brother. There's no way this card. There's no way. No. There's no way this is getting nerfed. There's no way. This is not good enough to be nerfed. Rattlegore that you can't remove. Oh my god, my sweet summer children. What is wrong with you guys? Priest is gonna have a field day with this shit. Oh, Priest is gonna have. We just saw sensory deprivation. Priest is gonna have a field day with this shit. Oh my god. Holy. It's gonna be so funny. It's gonna be annoying as hell if you're very board centric though. Oh wait, it's elusive. Hold on. I didn't read that. I did read it. It just blanked it from my memory. No, Priest is still having a field day with this though, for sure. Actually, even Warrior has a field day with this. Even Warlock has a field day with this, I'm pretty sure. Actually, Warlock might have a lot of bit of a problem with this. But I don't think it's that bad. Warrior ends this. Mantle has a reason. You have Blade Storm. It's very slow. I guess you could cheat it out. What's that 3-mana spell, or is it 5-mana spell, like Chemical Spill from the last set? It's not bad. It's a strange card. Because in theory, I mean, it dies to poisonous too, right? That's the other thing. It gets Renoed. LOL. It gets Renoed. it gets Renoed. I think I'm really excited to play Reno in the new expansion. I think I'm gonna play Reno day 1. I can't wait. I think it's gonna be so much fun to play against Reno. I can't wait. Ham the Hungry. Do Tauren have 4 stomachs? Good question. Good question. 6-mana 3/3 Druid Tourist Taunt. At the end of your turn, eat a minion in the enemy's deck to gain +2/+2. Taunt at the end of your turn, eat a minion in the enemy's deck to gain +2/+2. It's the Druid Tourist. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm just gonna preface this statement. If Druid gets ramp, this card's going in your deck. Like, if you give Warrior the ability to ramp, this card is in your deck like almost 100% of the time if you're playing a slower archetype. And if that's the case, this is an auto include. I would put this in my deck no matter what for ramp. Now the question ends up being, will this card on its own be okay? It's pretty slow, man. 6-mana 5/5 to destroy a random minion in your deck. I don't know. Seems kind of whatever. Patchwork was infinitely better than this. Yeah, Patchwork is just infinitely better than this, I'm pretty sure. Like, it's all right. Destroys a card and demands an answer. It's a 6-mana 5/5. Imagine your opponent has a board and you play this. I do feel like this is going to be like a ticketus kind of thing though, where people think it's better than it actually is. It's probably not that good, but you're probably playing this specifically for ramp. Like if there's ramp in the Druid package, you're gonna play this card specifically for this. I don't see it. To disrupt combo decks. I mean, Dirty Rat's in the pool right now. Why don't you just play Dirty Rat? It's not even like a combo killer, chat. Like, on average, a random minion from your deck is so irrelevant. It's so irrelevant. Like, it's so irrelevant. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, if you let this go for like 3 turns, then you got a little bit of a problem. But for the most part, like one time, like who cares? Unless they hit your, like, it's the same thing with like Ticketus. It's the same thing with like Gnome Feratu. It's the same thing with all those cards. Like most of the time, it's like whatever. It's whatever. It's the psychological value, exactly. Like people are gonna get mad about this card for sure, but it's let me tell you, out of all the cards available to Hunter, I'm glad this is not one. Wait, why? Why would you say that? It's just like a frustrating card. Like people don't like their shit eaten, so like it's gonna annoy people for sure. Yeah, this is dog. Yeah, okay. I think this is horrible, dude. I don't know. I'm saying this now though because I know people are gonna be like, Rarran, you said this card's bad, but like if this card is playable, it's because the Druid cards, not because this card's actually like amazing. Like that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, let's continue. Oh, we saw the right clipper. Okay, so when do we get to see Druid is the real question here. Druid is what, tomorrow? Wow, we're already like almost done. With all these cards already. As far as the last set, and then when we get to see, so Druid, I don't even know what Druid has. Druid, who does the tours for Druid, chat? Who is it? Is it Mage? It's Mage, right? Also, I'm gonna say this too. I think this card's deceptive. This is a very deceptive card here. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's a very deceptive card. I'm on League. I'm gonna go eat food, bro. I'm not gonna be on, but I'll message you later. I'll message you later. Like, I think this card's nuts because, like, if you guys are worried about this card, like, imagine pulling this. Imagine using this to pull this out. Like, against some decks that's backbreaking. Like, that's gonna cause some problems. Even this is just very good. Like, it's such a mana cheating is such a thing, and like, if you have literally any way to remove it, I don't know. I think it's pretty good. Anyways, I don't know. Warrior looks fine. How much do you want of it in Hunter though? Like, I don't know, dude. Like, Hunter doesn't need this. Hunter doesn't need really the Rye Cleaver either, but I could be wrong. Cup of Muscle's fine. Like, Char's fine. I don't know. I think the only really card that speaks to me in volumes is this one for Warrior, but I don't think it matters, dude. My problem with Warrior, if I'm gonna be honest, is in a world where Warrior gets ramp, like, obviously we have no idea, but in the world that Warrior gets ramp, you can the best deck for Warrior will end up being like Odin or probably Reno. So I'm just gonna warn you guys right now. If tomorrow you guys see Druid gets ramped, just warn your be careful. Be careful. The tavern's gonna get really bloody. Don't show up in the tavern on July 23rd if Warrior gets ramped, dude, because that's not gonna be interesting or fun or anything like that.